Right, so I've got this sort of in place. I've got some massive gaps there from there to there. I'm just going to have to build the weld up. God knows how it's gone like that. Down there I've made a nice little piece for there. And I've made a piece for there because these don't have any return lips on them. So I've had to make something for that. Once I get this in, I've had to make some cuts because it won't bend over that properly. So I've made cuts down there and I'll just tidy them up and then weld them back up. It's not the best, but I'm sure when I've grinded it off, cut them, welded them, grinding them off, I think it'll look nice. I've just got a little piece here to make because when I cut that, I didn't cut it right well. So nearly. Oh, she's doing a bit of a matrix there, Velma. So I've just got to take it off now. I've just marked where I want to do some spot welds. Obviously those are from the inside. I've got those two to do, and I've got some that are down here somewhere just to weld on. And then I can put the sill on. So I've got to paint behind it. I've painted the car inside, I just need to paint the back of that. Prep it all, get it all ready, put the sill on, and you know what, oh sorry, I've got to do those screws on top of there, and then do you know what, I think I've finished the floor. It's amazing. So I'm just going to get on with it now. I'll bring you back in when I've cut it. These are my pieces that I've made. So I've made those pieces for those. So that panel is in. I've just got that, I've got a massive dent on that back. I need to tap it out. That back's a little bit of a mess. So I've just got a little bit of grinding off to do. I've just done a little bit of grinding, but I haven't finished grinding it fully. But that's that piece in. I've got to prep that sill now. And that little corner quarter panel, that'll be my next job. So I've got that to do. But that new piece is in there. Grinding all that off. Oh, that took ages. They were horrible. So the sill is on, just not on in that bottom corner because the quarter panel, like I said before, there's something wrong with that back end. I don't know what it is, but it's just not right. So I've done the best I can trying to make it fit. So I've just got a little bit to tidy up, got a little weld there, that's all in, the floor is all in. I've just got the little edging to put on the corner, cleaning the welds up on the boot floor, and the floor is ready for paint prep. You know, I said I was going to do some door skins next, and I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'm going to put the doors back on. So the doors are down there, I've nowhere to put anything. I've got in my bedroom, should I say, I've got two door skins, a boot lid and a bonnet. My wife's not right happy about it. In the dining room, I've got a boot lid, a bonnet, the original bonnet and boot lid. In the living room, I've got scuttle panels, I've got air posts, I've got these inner wings that are in there. It's just panels everywhere. So I need to get them out at living room and out at bedroom, and on this car as soon as I possibly can. And I think I've made a massive progress with getting that side of the floor finished. Not 100% happy in that bottom corner, but I'm gonna have to live with it. I can't get it to absolute perfect, but this isn't a perfect car. I just want the car to be a nice paint coat on it, no rust, some new rubbers on it, some new bits and bats. I'm putting all the interior back in it. Probably just going to have to get some new underlay carpet. I'm just going to put all the new old carpet back in it. I'm putting the dashboard in, I'm putting the seats that were in it back in it, I'm putting the windows, I'm putting the window rubbers, I'm putting the running gear on. Obviously I'm going to refurb as much as I can to the best of my ability. I'm putting some new wheel arches on it because the wheel arches that were on it before, the wheels aren't original, so I'm going to presume that it had 12-inch wheels on it. I don't think they're 12-inch anymore. I think they're 13-inch. Don't quote me on that. But so I'm going to put some different wheel arches on it. The wheel arches that were on it anyway when I got it were a bit knackered. Some of them were snapped and things like that. So I feel like I've got a little bit somewhere to this today. It's took me probably about a year to do both sides of the floor. You know, a couple of hours on Saturday, a couple of hours on it Sunday. You know, I'm not in here every day. You know, working all week. It's like I've said before, working all week. I just can't be bothered at the end of the day. But at least I'm still moving forward with it. I just can't wait to finish the floor off and then I can turn it upside down. Well, I'll tell you what, before I turn it upside down, like I may have said this before, I'm going to clean the inside of the roof up and get some sound deadening in. And when I turn it over, obviously I want a sound deadening in the inside the cab because I took it all off. So it should be nice and, you know, nice sound, should I say. Anyway, I probably, on this video, I don't know, there might be more on it. I've finished for today. So, but there might be more added to the video on next weekend. Next weekend I've got to finish that corner off, and I still need to do these, you know, the heat shield in the middle where the 3 screws are. I've only got one on that side. I need to get that done. I seem to keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So I need to get on with it. Just need to figure out a way to do it, but I really like that floor. It looks quite nice. So I've cleaned all the glue off from obviously the roof lining, and then I've put those sound deadening pads on. Now, those sound deadening pads, if you scotch them down, you can paint over them. I've gone for those purely and simply because they look more original if I paint over them. You know, the one with the silver on, same job, does exactly the same job. I don't know whether you can paint on them though, but I know you can paint on those because we use those on the work we do for Volkswagen Audi. So I've used those, and I'm gonna put them all over there when I get round to turning it back round. So I've finished that, I've put that in, I've got round to the back. I'm just going to clean all this welding off. The welding's a bit crap because it was my first time. I've got a hole there, and this is only on for purely protection. When I come to get this floor ready, I'll sand all this off and do a couple of repairs on here because some of them are a bit 1, 2, 3. There's one there. One there. And I'm going to fill those holes up, and when I get the new wheel arches I'll make new holes, and I'm going to put those rivets in them, I think, where you can just screw them on and off. Right, I'm going to crack on with some more work now. I doubt I'll film it, but it's just boring grind. I'm just going to be grinding today, so it's pointless filming it. So I'm just going to crack on. 2 screws done, 3 screws done. But that looks like it's seen better days, that. I don't even know if that's how it goes in. I'm sure it goes in because of that. But that's knackered anyway. That's just, there must be some other way to do that, because that looks like a massive water trap. Those are awful. Right, that was fun. It's always good to have a little helper. So that was really good fun. It actually is not as bad as what it feels, you know, what you'd think. So obviously the car is over now. So I don't need to do anything on this side just yet, because I need to do that side. So I need to do some more welding on there. I've made some little fingers as well. They might not be 100% authentic, but they're good enough. They're a bit thin. I might make them thinner. I don't know yet. I'm not really that bothered because it's only ordering. You can't see the bloody thing when carpet's on. I've got to cut this out. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish welding it first. So I'm just going to give some hoovering in here, and me and lad are going to move the car over here, and then I can sort of do work on inside easy if I move it over here, if I move it over there. I was looking for that the other day, yesterday, that piece of copper to do a weld, and it's there, and I couldn't find it, so I had to cut some pipe up. Right, so yeah, so what I've got to do, where was that dent that I told you about? When I told you, can you see it there? When I dropped something on the inside. So the other dents, you can see it from over here now. So that's what 6 months of being upside down means. So what I've got to do is find the other dents, and I can't remember where they are. I'm sure they may be at this side. They might be there, I can't remember. Anyway, so before I haven't finished cutting scuttle panel off, so I've just got to measure those, put some numbers down on there. I've got that to fill back in, and I want to cut that one off because I'm almost sure that that'll be the same. That looks neat, and that looks neat. Doesn't look too bad, does it? And obviously get all that floor ready for paint. Oh, there were a centre console put in this. I'll get round the other side. So when I bought it, somebody put a centre console in with some more gauges. I won't be putting that one in because I liked the original version. So I've got a couple of welds to do on there. That new piece doesn't look too bad. It doesn't actually look too bad. You know, when I said it looked wide. The things were wide. It looks alright, that. And then I gotta cut this out. It doesn't look too bad. There's a couple of holes in my welds up there. I'll just go back over with it. I can just see a bit of daylight there. But I'm pretty pleased with that. Maybe get some rust off all inside here. That bit looks alright. When I was grinding the floor off, I went through a hole. I'm still not 100% happy with that floor, but it's all rusty. If I could go back in time, knowing what I do now, I'd have put a bigger floor piece in. I wouldn't have gone right through to the seat, but I started on the back end, so you know, I weren't as confident at doing stuff. Not saying that I'm really confident now, but I was a little bit more confident back then. So look at that dent. Stupid. Anyway, that's what filler's for, I suppose. So I've just got to put this front end on now, and it just needs all cleaning up and it's ready for painting. And get it looking like a Mini again. I can't wait till that front end's on. Right, let's get something done now. I just need to get it over here. Right, well, I've got the car over here ready to clean all this up, start getting the welds done. Start getting that side cleaned up, get some primer on it. Get there, I can't wait to start cleaning this up. Looks awful. Nice.